Picture this. You're about to embark on a fiery culinary adventure that could either leave you sweating in ecstasy or pleading for mercy. Welcome to the bold world of Sichuan cuisine, now landing in Kuala Lumpur with a vengeance. But here's where it gets controversial. KL's latest addition to its Sichuan dining scene isn't just any eatery. It's MinJian Granary, straight from Chongqing, bringing a must-try signature dish called Mao Xue Wang that divides opinions faster than a spicy hot pot debate. New users only. Enjoy free RM50 and unlock 4.2% PA fixed rate when you cash in RM3000 into PRS offering via Versa. https://versa.com.myretirement. Sign up using code VERSUM10 with min cash of RM100 today. By Ethan Lau. Friday, November 28, 2025, 9:27 a.m. Malaysia time. Kuala Lumpur, November 28. It's another exciting day in the vibrant food landscape of KL, as yet another Sichuan-style restaurant makes its debut. Technically speaking, MinJian Granary originates from Chongqing, a city that has been administratively distinct from Sichuan province since 1997. Yet, in the rich tapestry of Chinese culinary history, Chongqing remains deeply intertwined with Sichuan traditions. After all, this bustling metropolis is the proud birthplace of iconic Sichuan favorites, such as swan kaiyu, a delicious fish dish paired with pickled mustard greens, la ziji, the explosive spicy dry chili chicken, and of course the worldwide sensation known as mala hot pot, which has conquered global palates with its numbing heat and bold flavors. The dining chain first opened its doors in 2018, and has since expanded to numerous spots throughout China, with locations in major cities like Chengdu, Lanzhou, Wuhan, Shanghai, Jinan, and Beijing. Our local outpost, which celebrated its one-month anniversary, is nestled in one of the charming bungalows along Lorong Yap Kwan Sung. You won't have any trouble spotting this restaurant, particularly after sunset, as it stands out prominently along Lorong Yap Kwan Sung. Picture by Ethan Lau. Translating to folk granary, or more poetically, granary of the people. The name evokes the cozy, down-to-earth charm of rural China. In keeping with this theme, the interior design mimics a grand grain storage facility, but instead of stacks of grain sacks, you're greeted by a barrage of glowing digital screens broadcasting the brand's narrative, interspersed with photos of famous personalities like Nicholas Tsay and Charlene Choi. The venue boasts an impressive 1,500 square meters of space, complete with convenient parking at the rear. The primary dining hall is spacious and inviting, while private rooms, each requiring a minimum spend of RM800, line the right side. If you're planning a gathering with a big group, as I was, it's wise to call ahead and reserve one of these exclusive areas. The menu is comprehensive, offering a mix of original specialties alongside classic Sichuan dishes, a touch of Hunan influences, and even a selection of milder Cantonese options for those who prefer to ease into the intensity. But let's pause here. And this is the part most people miss. Why venture into a Sichuan restaurant if you're not ready for the heat? Because the core essence of Sichuan cooking lies in its masterful blend of fiery spice, pungent oils, and robust flavors that create an unforgettable sensory experience. This signature combination shines through right from the start with a chilled appetizer. The iconic Sichuan mouth-watering chicken, priced at RM38. Serving it cold allows your taste buds to fully appreciate each intricate layer of flavor. From the tingling sensation of Sichuan peppercorns, those unique berries that provide a numbing citrus-like buzz, to the sharp tang of vinegar, the nutty sweetness of sesame seeds, and the savory kick of chili oil. It's no wonder the dish's Chinese name, Ko Shui Ji, translates literally to saliva chicken. It's that drool-inducing. Even without the overt fiery elements, another highlight is the crispy red kidney beans at RM28. These beans are lightly coated in flour, fried to perfection for a crunchy exterior and a fluffy, starchy interior reminiscent of French fries. They're seasoned with dried chilies, abundant garlic, and chopped swan kai, those tangy pickled mustard greens that are a staple in Sichuan cuisine, adding depth and crunch. Similarly restrained in spice is the shredded pork and fish-flavored sauce, costing RM36. Fish-flavored, or yuxiang, often called fish fragrant, is a foundational seasoning in Sichuan cooking, crafted from pickled chilies, fermented bean paste, sugar, and vinegar for a balanced sour-sweet heat profile. Despite the name, no actual fish is involved. It's all about that harmonious slurry enveloping tender strips of pork. On the flip side, embracing the stereotypical intensity are the showstopper dishes, two of Chongqing's legendary exports beyond hotpot, Laziji and Mao Xue Wang. The first, known here as Chongqing Spicy Chicken at RM68, features an almost comical excess of dried chilies compared to the modest chicken cubes. Another beloved Sichuan creation from Chongqing, Laziji, involves digging through a veritable mountain of dried chilies and Sichuan peppercorns to uncover the small, crispy, lightly salted chicken pieces. Picture by Ethan Lau. It can be a bit tedious sifting through the minefield, but the effort is spared with Mao Xue Wang, priced at RM88. This age-old dish starts with a pot of intensely crimson oil, its color alone stirring a primal sense of apprehension. As it's brought to a boil, you can't help but tense up in anticipation. Prepare your own serving of Mao Xue Wang. And don't forget to include the blood and fried egg, the absolute highlights. Picture by Ethan Lau. Soon a platter arrives with an array of components: prawns, squid, pork slices, bean sprouts, luncheon meat, noodles, thinly cut tripe, and the star, blood, likely duck blood, given its smooth, silky feel. For an extra RM12, you can add a massive fried omelette, which acts as a sponge for that potent broth. The whole ritual of waiting for it to cook and assembling your bowl feels profoundly unsettling, with visions of perspiration and tears dancing in your mind. Yet, once it cools to a manageable warmth, you'll find yourself devouring every last bit without breaking a sweat. You can customize the spice level, and I suspect they toned it down for our group, but often mild equates to bland. Here, though, it's a masterclass in balance, surprisingly so, with just enough umami to captivate your palate without overwhelming it. That RM12 for the omelette is money well spent, especially for the oily fried egg, which absorbs the broth deliciously. This is hearty fare, not for the timid, and I adored it. Just a heads up. After indulging, your taste buds might crave more bold flavors, as subtler dishes could fade into the background. Fortunately, the menu overflows with options like that. Standouts include the braised chicken with potatoes at RM68, infused with tomato and lemongrass notes, ideal paired with rice, and the sweet, tender Cantonese braised pork belly at RM48, though it feels a tad out of place. For a sweeter twist, opt for the luscious Hong Xiao Rou, a rich and sticky delight. Picture by Ethan Lau. Listed in Chinese as Hong Xiao Rou, this is actually a Hunan specialty, and its glossy, succulent glaze aligns more with that region's style. Now onto the night's novelty items. First up is the enormous Kung Fu Sesame Glutinous Rice Ball at RM38. A hollow sphere of crispy, sweet, nutty glutinous rice and sesame, purely for spectacle. But here's the twist. Dip it into the Mao Xue Wang broth or use it to scoop up the braised chicken and potatoes, and it transforms into pure bliss. A bit gimmicky, yet the giant sesame glutinous rice ball delivers on sweetness and crunch. Picture by Ethan Lau. The second, a creative spin on Yuxiang eggplant at RM36, deep fried in a roll with sizzling sauce, fell flat. The sauce lacked that sharp, powerful punch, the eggplant inside was unremarkable, and the batter turned out chewy instead of crisp, like an overripe pisang goreng. It was a letdown after such highs. Best to skip it. But everything else? Absolutely dive in. MinJian Granary, MinJian Liangcang. 67, Lorong Yap Kwan Sing, Kuala Lumpur. Open daily, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Tel, 017 376 4861. Instagram at MinJian Granary. https://www.instagram.com/MinJianGranary. This is an independent review where the writer paid for the meal. Follow us on Instagram at EatDrinkM, https://www.instagram.com/eatdrinkmm/$, for more food gems. Follow Ethan Lau on Instagram at EatonLau, https://www.instagram.com/EatonLau, for more musings on food and occasionally self-deprecating humor. Now here's where opinions might clash. Is the authenticity of blending Sichuan with Cantonese dishes a brilliant innovation or a dilution of tradition? Do you believe the spice levels in dishes like Mao Xue Wang should always be dialed up to authentic extremes? Or is customization for milder palates a smart move?